I knew something was wrong. I didn't have my my music player open. I knew it was something. I knew it was something. What we got? We're playing a spooky game today, so we can play Ghost Fair from Streets of Rage 4. What do you sound like, huh? What you got? We refresh, and then we wait. You know, I could continue on to the spooky game. But I do enjoy listening to Streets of Rage 4 soundtrack. So we're gonna ride out. We're gonna ride it out. Well, hi, hey, howdy. It's me, Tilfin. Welcome on in. Today, we are playing a recently released indie game called World of Horror. And hopefully, it shows up properly. There we are. All right, it's capturing. It's looking, observing. All right, neat. So I don't know anything about this game other than it is horror manga inspired, and most of the stuff is kind of randomized. So each time you play it, you get something a little bit different. I don't know what is different about it each time. Let's see. I think sometimes you get different names, you get different scenes, and I don't know. I haven't seen anybody play it. Well, I haven't watched anybody play it. I know that people have been playing it. But well, I don't know. I'm gonna play it. I'm playing it. I'll do it. Yes. I've already fiddled with the options a little bit before stream, and I think I like this color palette, because if I look at black and white for the whole day, then I'm going to scream. I don't know. You also have the option of hiding the fact that you're in like a computer setup within your computer. So, but I don't know. I feel like there are going to be some sort of jumps that happen, or some sort of spooks that happen with the, like, say the window here or the computer here or what have you. So I want to keep this computer monitor background. I saw the sticky note and thought that I could press the one of these buttons. Like, man, who knows that this is a floppy disk tray? Like, oh, I think I might have. No, I don't have any in my room. I don't have any floppy disks in my room. But I do have some lying around the house. I know that I have an original copy of Microsoft Millennium on floppy disks, all like 6 to 10 floppy disks that it's required. But yeah, looking forward to playing this. I don't think that I'll be like actually scared, because I don't know, I feel like my tolerance to scary games has gone up dramatically since I was a wee tiny little babby child. Because whenever I was in high school, I couldn't play through all of Quake 4 because Quake 4 was scary. Quake 4 was a scary game to me as a wee lad. Game's not actually scary. It just looks kind of scary. It just looks kind of spooky, right? But I couldn't play through Quake 4. I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. However, one day, me and my high school group of friends had a LAN party, and whenever it was late at night, we shut down all the other computers except for one, and we started playing Slender the Arrival, and we would take turns playing it, right? At one point, there was like not even a real scare that happened in one of the later levels of Slender the Arrival, which I do want to play at some point. I'm definitely going to be playing Slender the Arrival at some point. There was like some sort of update for it recently too. Like, that game's as old as creepypasta dirt, and dev updated it. Well, wowee. Just like how sometimes I'll get an update for Knights of the Old Republic on Steam. It's like, what? Bro, that's the first Knights of the Old Republic that I'm getting updates for. Why? Who's updating it? With what? But there was a scare that happened in one of the later levels of Slender the Arrival, and I did a full swan dive to the floor. I was not the one that was at the computer, but I definitely did duck and jump for cover whenever the scare happened. And I think my friends were more afraid of the sound of me hitting the ground than they were of the scare, which understandable. They just heard a loud bang of a adultling just hit the floor. But afterwards, I just hadn't messed with any horror games. But then one day, or rather 1 month, like 1 October, a couple years back, I decided that I would play a bunch of horror games because horror is fun. And I remember enjoying Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon, the game that has Alma in it, and really, really liking it. But I decided that year to play Alien Isolation, which is one of the first, well, not one of the first, but one of imagine Alien Isolation, one of the very first horror games. One of the considered one of the scariest horror games, I think. But I think one of the reasons why I really wanted to look at it, why I really wanted to play it, was because there was a lot of praise for the AI, for the alien, for the xenomorph. And I wanted to see it. I wanted to see how intelligent the xenomorph was made. But at a point, Alien Isolation became kind of annoying to play through. Not gonna lie, it stopped being scary at some point because I was more fascinated with trying to hang on, let me turn up the game volume a little bit. It might need some having. Sorry. But I was more fascinated with trying to figure out how to manipulate the xenomorph and how the xenomorph interacted with everything else than I was terrified of it. And at a certain point, you just like kind of know how the game works, and it stopped being scary as soon as I was more curious than anything. That's kind of how it's been with pretty much everything that I've played. Pretty much every single horror game that I've played afterwards. That's like one of the reasons why whenever I played Subnautica, I didn't try and fight the Reaper. I always tried to keep running away from the Reaper, because the more that I would interact with the Reaper, the more that I would understand how it worked, and the more that I understood how it works, the less scary it was. And whenever Below Zero, whenever I was playing through Below Zero, there's this one part later in the game where I think it's like some of the deepest parts of the game, and then there's this one really long boy, as all the predators are. Everything that's long in the Subnautica series, long is enemy. They hate long things. But also, hang on, now that I've thought about Subnautica, wasn't there news about a Subnautica 3? Subnautica 3 confirmed, or at least the third Subnautica from PC Games in July 24th, 2023. Okay, neat. Okay, I wasn't wrong about that. But in one of the deepest parts of Subnautica Below Zero, you would have Long Snake Boy, and whenever he appeared, it was really good. It was really cool. I was in my prawn suit, and he just slowly snaked in, and it was all sorts of glowing and menacing. And it was like, oh, I'm terrified. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. And it took a while for me to go back down, but then you have to go past him a lot, and he's not the only one down there. But at some point, it just stopped being scary, and it was like, all right, cool, just like go ahead and attack me. Go on, attack my sea truck. Do it. And it was more like a health tax than anything else. But anyway, video game. Would you like to customize? Okay, I already did that. If it's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with the spine-chilling Story of Skull Scissors option before trying more complex playthroughs. All right, spine-chilling story of School Scissors, a tiny section of a standard playthrough showcasing one of the available mysteries. This option, all right, extracurricular activity, two Cthulhu's complexity. This option will prepare the standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about in-depth stuff for now. Quick play. True Chaos. This option will start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old god, background, and more. Okay. So I joked about Cthulhu icons and saying, oh hey, do you know what? Old gods? Cool. It reminds me of Signalis. I was watching Vesper AWOL play it, and Bug Girl great, and so is Signalis. Signalis is a really cool game. I'll also play that at some point. I'll play through it another time. It's a really cool game, and it has a lot of nods. It does what I think a lot of Cthulhu and what's his name, Lovecraftian mythos games do, or it does a lot of things that I wish that more Lovecraftian things would do, in which they don't advertise themselves as Lovecraftian, and they just have very subtle nods to the outer gods and stuff like that, and all sorts of madness and whatnot. And the outer god in Signalis isn't even Cthulhu, which is cool. All right, choose customized playthrough. Choose your own character, background, and other playthrough specifics. Combat. Okay, last stand. Think. Death mode. Last stand. Starting new encounters will kill you if you drop below 1 stamina/reason, but you can drop to -5 in combat. This option will allow you to rethink your strategy, forget spells, or use a healing item. Alright, I'm sure I'll understand what that means. Sudden death. Dropping below 1 stamina reason will kill you immediately, just like in real life. Alright, cool. World of Horror. Cultist. Evil forces are gathering around Shiokawa. Let's hope we can make it out alive. Shiokawa. Salt River. Initiate. Something weird is happening here, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure that together we can deal with it. Get the full gameplay experience with a selection of tiny changes to make the dreadful town of Shiokawa a more hospitable place. Start your playthrough with a randomly chosen difficulty level. Normal, yeah. Can't save everyone, but have to try. The place is doomed. Flee while you can. So yeah, we'll take the game suggestion and take spine-chilling scissor. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you will investigate mysteries beyond the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. Welcome to World of Horror. Important messages will appear here. You found a new item, Straight Razor. You found a new item, Taiyaki. Ooh, Taiyaki. Nice. I've made Taiyaki before. Hang on, do I have a picture? Do I have a picture available to show? I know I have it on my phone, but do I have it on my computer somewhere? Food gifts? No. Food gifts? Wait. I have videos on my computer of how to make different kinds of foods. Like, huh. News to me. Tokyo trip? No, it wouldn't be under Tokyo trip, right? No, but during my Tokyo trip, I did show the maid that I talked to for an hour. The taiyaki that I did make. Nope, not in here. All right, well, I guess I just don't have a picture of the taiyaki that I made on my computer. The story so far. Been following the weird cult for weeks now. Barely surviving the encounter with the skin hag at the nursery. It's a race against time, and you can't rest until our town is safe. So we fought a skin hag in a nursery? Alright. Weapon? Sharp, one-handed. Precision? Avoid unnecessary cuts. Equip. There we go. Taiyaki. Use to get reason back. All right, cool. This is our character, I suppose. Go to our items. Spells. Cauterize. Oh, we can cast Cauterize on ourselves for only one time, and we can get reason back. Okay, so we have 17 reason, 17 stamina. That seems like a lot. that seems like a lot of reason and stamina. That feels like easy mode. Well, I probably am playing on easy mode, so makes sense. Combat tutorial on start the mystery. Okay. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the whitest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? Investigate. The school is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this first requires... Sorry about my microphone. Once again, maybe one day I'll have a proper boom arm that doesn't have it coming from the side, but rather pointing at me directly forward from... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. So, in order to get this woman away, we have to first force her to materialize, and then I presume that we fight? I don't know. I feel like fighting would be the wrong choice, but in order to get her to materialize, we get an eldritch sigil and then some holy candles. Let's go ahead and check out the lockers. Well, might as well start from the left. What's that? Oh, we lost a reason. Okay. We opened up the locker, lost reason. Feeling you might need it later. You decide to pick it up. All right. Okay. You need a tiny key to open this locker. You got it. All right, then. Explore school. Investigating the schoolyard. As you enter... Gym doll. What? As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Go closer. Against your better judgment. Oh, we lost some reason. All right, cool. Again. Oh, it tells me there. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. Anytime that spiders are mentioned, I always think of a certain SCP. And the SCP is the one that you can find if you look up SCP brain spiders. I just really like it. Blessed chalk, not found. Holy candles, not found. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Yeah. Doom, 1%. You've got it. Well, explore more of the school. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Sure. Luck check. Failure. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty, old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? -2 stamina. Found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. Peek outside? To open the door, click on the handle and drag the mouse. Okay. We'll leave him there. I'm sure he's a nice guy and all, but I don't speak his language. I'm getting the feeling that he doesn't speak my language. You enter. Oh, no way! I'm yawning. No, stop. Oh. You enter the damp-smelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you're looking for? Well, enter the water. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly, the water turns murky and you realize you're not alone in the pool. Prepare for combat. To battle stations. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. You flip your straight razor open, preparing for combat. Alright, combat tutorial. During each turn, you'll build a sequence of attacks and moves from the action ring. Once you've filled the sequence bar, press the launch sequence button to finish your turn. Okay. Offensive actions. Kick? Wait, do I not have the option to like knife? Alright, miss 2 attacks, hit the 3rd one. Okay. With time, you will discover new combat moves available for the action filter. But first, you need a weapon. Find and choose a weapon. Find and choose an action called Look for an Improvised Weapon. Look, a new item has appeared in your inventory in the upper right corner. Select the item with your cursor and open this item submenu. Then select the equip button. There, okay. I mean, I had a straight razor, which I feel like is better than a branch, but Who am I to say? All right, so our strength and our perception is pretty good. So is our knowledge. So guaranteed hit, strong attack. Actually, guaranteed hit, attack, and then follow up with a normal attack. Huh. Seems like straight razor and branch do the same thing. All right. Annoy, meditate, regain 1 reason for 2 stamina. All right. Lowers income endorsing special attack. Okay, spiritual actions. Clap. Ritual. Most combat rituals are a combination of 5,000 claps. Even if you don't get it right, you'll be provided with a hint. Okay. Let's see how they've incorporated that. Pair. Yeah, we'll go with the strong this time around. Is he dead? Disappears underwater. Okay. I think this is where we... Yeah, this is where we brace for impact, right? Because he might be doing the special attack. He forces pieces of his rancid flesh into your mouth. Gurgles and murmurs. All right, cool. I don't trust a 60% chance to hit. Dang. This bloated teacher got hands. Which, okay, there we go. Finally. We are nearly dead to a floating corpse. All right. You found blessed chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. I have options to redraw the signal. It's not signal. Sigil. I'm thinking Signalis because I mentioned Signalis earlier today. I don't think that I need to redraw it though, right? If I don't have any, I don't know what the reference would be for it. Okay, I was looking for where the branch was, but I don't have a branch. I have a branch in my hands. What? 3 damage, 70% chance to hit. Oh, okay. If I look at my friend's diary, this sigil can weaken the demon for a while. Careful with the lines. Okay. So it looks kind of like triangle, circle, jagged thing. All right. Should be correct now. All right, there we go. All right, well then, now we need to find the candles, right? All right, bro, we've already investigated the gym. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model, its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick. -1 stamina. Cool. The sound of scissors is getting louder. You must hurry. You got it. I can only go so again. Found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. All right, time to die to the scissor lady. Wait, what's that? You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now, it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Something tells me I'm not making it out of here alive. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Watashi wa kirei ka? Scissor woman. Oh. So we can see her stats here. She reduces all damage by 2. Not good. She has 20 health. And 26 power. The stat defines your chance to attack the enemy successfully. The higher its power, the harder it will be. Currently, your chance to hit is lowered by 16%. Cool. I think we're dead. I think we die here. Combat skill, knowledge based, reduces your experience by 5. So where do I see my experience? What experience would I have? Doubles all damage dealt during this turn. Okay, don't need that. You gain 1 reason at the cost of 2 stamina. Brace for impact. Well, there was a spiritual thing, right? Pray, regain 1 stamina for 2 reason. We can pray. Pray twice. And let's see. Combat skill. Reduces your experience by 5. Increases chance to hit. Then we do a light attack. Scissor woman stabs you. Scissor woman cackles menacingly. So I think she did 2 damage, right? Seems right. Okay, so 3 chances to hit for 4 damage. That's 74% chance to hit each time. Yeah. We were dead. Frozen in fear, you watch as she gets closer. Her sharp scissors are slowly cutting through your cheeks as she asks you, "Am I beautiful?" Right, you have perished. Cause of death, killed by the scissor woman. Equip straight razor. Backstory world of horror. Summon Olagon. Incoming doom 5%. Chosen timeline A. Playthrough lasted 20 minutes. You didn't complete any mysteries. Didn't unlock any new achievements. Alright. Continue. Neat. Let's try it again then. Equip the straight razor. Wait, what did the Taiyaki do? +1 reason? Shoot. Alright. Wait, can we use that now? As in, okay, we have a maximum amount of reason that we can have. All right, cool. Investigate this. I should have turned off the combat tutorial. I know how to do the combat now. Okay, so check out the school lockers. All right. All right. The lockers are the same then. Oh, we'll just investigate. Dead body still the same. You got it. Anything else? We keep exploring. I feel like this one particular episode is, well, perhaps not the same. What if we say hi? New achievement unlocked. You shouldn't risk that again. All right. Game's telling me that I was too bold for my own good. Okay. That is a different little guy, though. All right. Time to fight the bloated teacher again. Actually, hang on. Options, exit to menu, confirm. Going to turn off that combat tutorial because it's going to make us have the bad branch. And we don't need the branch whenever we have a razor. Combat tutorial off. Start the mystery. Investigate the scissor girl. She was cool. I liked how the mouths on the face actually was just a single line. That was about as cool as it got. All right, took a damage from looking at a heart. Our guy's a little weenie. All right, bloated figure spiders. What little dude is it this time? A cacodemon thief? Cacodemon burglar? Investigating the library. Ooh, new event. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag. In the other, a pair of bloody scissors. Am I supposed to be fighting her? Ah, okay. So this is her attack every single time unless it's a special turn, like whenever the bloated teacher went underwater and did things. Every turn will take -1 to both our stamina and our reason. Got it. And we have a 75% chance to hit on both our strong and our normal attack, so might as well. What is the eyeball? What does the eye do though? Cannot flee from the encounter. You got it. Dodge. Still have clap, bow, and pray. Got it. No, we'll just eyeball it. Never mind. We don't eyeball it. We murder her. Defeated Maru. for 8 experience. Found the blessed chalk. There we go. That should be right? Or is it... Oh, it's a little bit different each time then, because it says it's correct now, but alright. Okay. Now we need to find the candles. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me with some stuff to my new office? Please. She suddenly grabs your hand. Oh, I insist. Fine. Failed the luck check. Alright. I imagine that luck check as a coin flip. You have a 50% chance of succeeding. Sound of the scissors is getting louder. Well, we can go ahead and use our taiyaki. And get one of our reason back. Aw, man. Oh, so it's fixed every time. Alright, so a trick to this game I feel like is managing your stamina and your reason in between each of the encounters. And each encounter will forcibly inflict something upon you, and then you will find all the things that you will need in a set amount of time. Okay. Well, let's start the boss fight. Wait, what's that? What if we don't click continue? What if we just let her continue to bang on the window above the sea of the stupid dog making me look bad. All right, never mind. Continue. Oh, she looks different this time around. The sigil and holy candles don't seem to have any effect on the horrible monster. Had you drawn it wrong? Frozen in fear, you watch as the twitching horror gets closer and closer. All right. Oh, that looks cool. Let's see. Do we have... What was it? Versus experience by 5 increases chance to hit. That's rough. 57% chance to hit. Yeah, this one's gonna be hard. Ooh, slit mouth status. -1 to charisma and -1 to strength. Smile. Neat. So yeah, I think we'll have greater average DPS. Greater average DPR by guaranteeing light attack and then doing a second light attack. So I think we can only... So we have to hit with all of our attacks in order to have a chance of living, right? Because next turn our reason is going to be less than 1. Which means death. Yep, we die. Almost had it. Okay. So next time around, check the book. The book will have a different design each time. Combat tutorial off. Escape the mist. Straight razor. Equip that. We don't need to check out the school lockers. We don't have a tiny key. All right, we take our -2 reason. Yay. eat our taiyaki. Continue to explore the school. -1 to stamina. Got it. Blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. Alright. So we get our event and then the roof. Oh. Something is wrong. Instead of clear blue sky, you see the bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof. The barrier between worlds is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever other eldritch horrors still lurk here. So, I feel like we could run, but that would mean that we don't get the candles or the chalk, whichever one it was that was up here on the roof. And that would make the fight harder. Possible, doable, but harder. Or we could try and sneak. That would probably be either a dexterity or a luck check. But also the fact that it's just an old god. I say just an old god, but because it is an old god, the best defense that you can have against that is by not acknowledging it, because that's in the Lovecraftian mythos. Simply being able to perceive the eldritch being makes you susceptible to psychic attacks, but it's not even it's usually not even intentional from the eldritch being. It's simply your brain melting itself from trying to process something that it can't process. And trying to sneak feels like it would be counterintuitive, because you're actively acknowledging the thing in the sky by trying to avoid the thing in the sky, whenever really the real answer would just be fucking ignore it and carry on. Carry on like nothing happened. Yeah. But ooh, cursed signs. Sick. Yeah, dexterity check failure. You raise your head in time to see Athiolas. I think I made a joke earlier whenever I was playing Doom about how the fact that I could read intentionally difficult to pronounce eldritch fake names and fake language, but I could not for the life of me get through simply just reading Indonesian. Like, you throw any sort of Indonesian at me on Twitter message or some shit, I'm not going to get through it. I'm going to stumble through it. I'm going to fumble, and I'm just going to be like, this isn't a language. Somebody mashed on a keyboard and said, yeah, we speak that now. But I can read this, but I can't read an actual language that people speak. You raise your head in time to see Athiolas' single eye glaring down at you. You scream as your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge, and your skin is etched with ancient runes and curses. 20 XP and a curse. Casting spells raises doom. Charred skin forms weird signs. That's cool. That wasn't actually a bad thing. And we're playing on a low enough difficulty where we don't have to worry about doom. But we also only really have the one spell. All right, access the diary. Oh, look at that! Look at that cute little guy. Look at that cute little figurine. That little dude. All right, inverted star. Inverted star and what? I don't know. I don't know what the second thing is supposed to be. Should be correct. No, what? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, sir. Oh, it's star and then another smaller star inside the star. Okay. There it is. That's it. That's the correct one. All right, back to exploring. I'll be your new biology teacher, Batman. Gotta help her. Luck check. Success. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. Plus 5 XP. Alright. So we get one more event and then we get... Alright. We take the stamina damage. Alright. Let's give... Wait. Our max was like 17, yeah? So we're actually in really good shape to fight this battle. Take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Alright. Am I beautiful? Flip your straight razor open, preparing for combat. Let's see. Combat skill. Reduces your experience, increases thingy. Then yeah, guarantee my 4 damage. Darn it. What can I do for a defensive action? What can I do as a defensive action? I say as I'm not looking at the defensive actions. Ah, I see. Okay. They require a lot of time. Got it. Knowing that there's a difficulty level where you have only 5 stamina and 5 reason is nutty to me. Oh yeah. We also have the option to kick, so we can strong attack and kick. Okay. This might end it, yeah? Yep, alright, cool. We win. You've defeated Scissor Woman. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up, and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of School Scissors, ending A. So, multiple endings probably. Not the only mystery plaguing this town. You must continue your investigation. Why is it still in the funeral photo form? I won. I didn't die. Neat. All right. Okay, so I imagine that spine-chilling story of School Scissors and extracurricular activity are both tutorials, and then quick play and customized playthrough are the main meat of the game, where you get to play most of the actual real game that's randomized and stuff like that. So we're going to go with the extracurricular activity story. Something strange is happening in our town. Oh, it's the same thing. All right. You can usually skip this. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria A perfect black marble statue has been recently discovered and is currently awaiting in the museum of Triple O, I can read, for its long-awaited premiere. Old Gods rule. Both you and enemies deal extra damage. Backstory: World of Horror character exclusive perk cards only. Alright. So I guess that's supposed to be one of the introductory sort of randomizer cards. Alright, what do we got in our inventory? Nothing. Spells? Status? Allies and perks? Down status? Me? Old God? Ithotu? Increased combat damage. Actually, hang on. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. Oh no. Oh well. You're just going to have to struggle to read at that. You just have to kind of infer what that says. I'm back. Also, I'm curious. I know that this game will introduce me to a lot of old gods, as is, you know, expected, I suppose. I don't know a whole lot about the Cthulhu mythos, right? A lot of what I know is just from what I picked up from games that are based on the Cthulhu mythos. So I want to read up on the old gods that show up in the game. The ones that I do know are like, you know, Cthulhu, the Yellow Prince, and then there's Cthulhu, the living flame. And Cthulhu is one of the really cooler, or is like one of the chiller gods, ironically enough, because he's one of those that brings knowledge to humanity. He's based off of Prometheus, and he's kind of a benefactor for the human race. What does Ithotu do? Well, I googled Ithotu and it comes up with the World of Horror. Comes up with the World of Horror wiki entry. Okay, so in trivia and theories, the appearance of Ithotu resembles a flaming charred man. There are two possible connections to Lovecraftian lore from this alone. Nyarlathotep, the dark-skinned agent of Azathoth, also known as the Crawling Chaos, or Cthulhu, the giant ball of flame. So, Nyarlathotep. I think it's safe to show that. Nyarlathotep, known by his epithet the Crawling Chaos, is a fictional outer god in the Cthulhu mythos created by H.P. Lovecraft. He made his first appearance in the prose poem Nyarlathotep. He is the spawn of Azathoth. Appears in numerous subsequent stories by Lovecraft and is also featured in the works of other authors as well as in role-playing games based on the Cthulhu mythos. Nyarlathotep differs from other entities in the mythos in a number of ways. Most of the outer gods are exiled to the stars, like Yog-Sothoth and Azathoth, and most of the great old ones are sleeping and dreaming, like Cthulhu. Nyarlathotep, however, is active and frequently walks the earth in the guise of a human being, usually a tall, slim, joyous man. He has 1,000 other forms and manifestations, many reputed to be quite horrific and sanity blasting. Most of the outer gods have their own cult serving them. Nyarlathotep seems to serve as he serves several cults and takes care of their affairs in the outer god's absence. Most outer gods use strange alien languages, while Nyarlathotep uses human languages and can easily pass for a human being if he chooses to do so. Finally, most of them are all-powerful, yet evidently without clear purpose or agenda. Yet Nyarlathotep seems to be deliberately deceptive and manipulative, and even uses propaganda to achieve his goals. In this regard, he is probably the most human-like among the outer gods. Nyarlathotep enacts the will of the outer gods, and is their messenger's heart and soul. The immemorial figure of the deputy or messenger of hidden and terrible powers. He is also the servant Azathoth, whose fitful, spastic wishes he immediately fulfills. Unlike the outer gods, spreading madness is more important and enjoyable than death and destruction to Nyarlathotep. It is suggested by some that he will destroy the human race, and possibly the earth as well. Okay. So he's a bit like Loki. He's a little shit stirrer. So Cthulhu is a fictional deity in the Cthulhu mythos genre of horror fiction, the creation of August Derleth. Oh, so he's not a god? He's like a creation? Oh, was it just that August Derleth is the name of the author that wrote him? Hang on, clicking things. Okay, yeah, this dude is an author. He's not H.P. Lovecraft. So Cthulhu is not something that was written by Lovecraft himself. Okay. Resembles a giant ball of fire. He is served by the flame creature Cthulhu, Thagwa, regent of the fire vampires. Maybe his progeny. Okay, so Cthulhu might have a fire vampire child. He has at least one other known progeny, the being known as Afum-Za. Okay. Cthulhu is a great old one, an elemental spirit of fire opposed to the elder gods. Okay, so he's fighting against the elder gods. Cool. All right, the wiki doesn't have a whole lot for him, but okay. So the World of Horror wiki says that Cthulhu is either... Excuse me? Who? Come back. Get back here. What do you think you are? First time playing? Select this. All right. Cute. Welcome, and thank you for trying World of Horror. Inspired by adventure games from the 80s, the visual overload may initially be a little disorienting. In this short tutorial, I'll do my best to explain various elements and prepare you to fight against the horrible old gods. From Powell, creator of the game. Alright. That's... okay. I didn't need that. Alright, I clicked home. You check your mailbox. It's empty. Are you sure about that? Back in your home, you think of your next move. You are not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. Start a new mystery. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Okay. Ooh, it even shows you the amount of endings that there are to a case. Okay. So, horrible history of household hell. I love the alliteration. I love well, I don't really like the alliteration whenever it's a bunch of S's like it was in the last case with the scissor girl. But I like the dedication. Bizarre brute of the blood-curdling botanist? Alright. That's a word I haven't seen before. Define brute. Verb. Spread a report or rumor widely. Or noun. Archaic. It's an archaic word. Alright, cool. A report or a rumor. In medicine, a sound, especially an abnormal one, heard through a stethoscope or a murmur. All right. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Chilling chronicle of a crimson cape. Well, let's just start at the top and go down with household hell. Horrible history of a household hell. There are many old mansions around this town. Triple O Manor is one of them. Modu. I assume that means that it's just censored. Modu Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place there? Investigate. To advance this mystery, investigate the circled location. As you progress, the location and the rules may change. You can't investigate your home. Alright. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library may shed some light onto it. I like that. I like that a lot. I like investigations. That's probably why I really want to play Shadows of Doubt one day. Seaside location twice to complete this quest. Okay. A trip to the library. Okay, so the library. Okay, the library is at the school. Got it. Oh, so going places costs doom, and if a place, or if you reach 100% doom, then the game is over. So you have a certain limited amount of time before you have to sit up, I have to clean up, I have to unshrimp, I have to. There we go. Okay. Caught myself like melting myself into a puddle. Sitting here leaning back, relaxing, chilling, playing video games on a Sunday. Like, man, I should bust out the vodka or something. I don't know. But every single time that you transfer locations, you incur doom. And whenever you reach 100 doom, then the game's over. Got it. Recruit allies, learn gossip, doom spells. Alright. Let's go to the library. You feel the gaze of a librarian. Many of the books you can find here were donated after the accident at the university building. Let's make some notes. You carry out a few buildings to the main reading room. You decide to make some notes about subjects that could be relevant in this case. Hopefully all your work won't go to waste. Plus 5 experience. I have no spells, yeah? No status, no items. Turn the book and go back. Study old tomes. Interpreting the old, incomplete translations is a tedious task. Finally, you find the fragment you were looking for. +1 spell. Absorb. Offensive combat spell. Deals 3 damage, gain 2 stamina. Costs 4 reason to use. Alright. Neat. Let's make more notes. That should be all that I need, right? How do I return? You. Level up. No, I can't level up. Old God, Ithotu. Items, no items. Hello? Hello? May I? No, it's not in options. May I please leave the library? New achievement unlocked. What did I achieve? What have I done? Okay, well, let's study some old tomes. Turn the books and exit the library. Okay. Enthrallment. Gain an additional follower. Discard on use. Costs 4 reason. So I can get an extra ally. Cool. Invest the seaside location twice. The town's docks are a mix of modern warehouses, small shops, and bars where the alternative crowd gathers. An ancient wooden temple occupies a small hill at the town center. Let's try to recruit allies. Charisma check, success. It didn't take long to find someone willing to join you at the bar. You explain everything you know so far over a few drinks. Plus ally, cool. Masafumi. Ghost hunter. +1 damage against ghost enemies. Cool. Let's talk to him. Masafumi looks around. Did you hear the... Never mind. Alright. Investigate the seaside. Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered in some kind of black algae. Getting closer, you realize that's not a rock. The drowner sponge. All right, so we look for an improvised weapon. Yeah. Oh, assess the situation. All right, you got it. I can assess. Ask your ally to distract the enemy. If successful, faster combat action for the duration of this encounter. If failed, lose a random ally. All right. That's definitely worth it because it pretty much means that you're putting haste on yourself for a full fight. Oh, he's a tanky dude. Can we just leave? 5 Doom? I'll leave. 26 health? Nah, he's a beefy dude. You've learned the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You decided to read some books that might help you. All right. So we go back to the library, yeah? Found a new item. Rented books. Shiokawa Herald. An article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo They were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on the cavern walls, 417 hertz. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. I have this habit where I just chew on my lip, like on the skin of my lip. And I don't know. Is that auto cannibalism? Let me cast enthrallment, yeah? Yo, a Sukeban girl. Awesome. Fujiko. Make more notes. Leave. Stored items? No. So let's go ahead and sort the architect's journal, because we still need to know where the cave is, yeah? Can I just travel to the mansion? Oh, okay. So, threat level. Cool. There's a low amount of threat in the school, but not so much in the seaside. All right. If the mansion is there, I should be able to investigate it, yeah? Plus curse. Resolve this event. Survivor's guilt. Add 2% doom at the end of the mystery. Okay. To find the mansion. There's a cave around the seaside, yeah? You decide to enter a small, shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading to do so might prove difficult. I have no money. Charisma check. Success. You catch the fishermen in a good mood. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. Plus 5 experience, minus 1 reason. Alright. So do I have to investigate the school itself rather than visit the library? Helper. Oh no! Minus the stamina. The building was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. You copy the mansion's photo from the newspaper and prepare to leave. Oh, okay. Manage threat level? Oh, I can do like some bounty hunting stuff. And I can lower the threat level in an area and get and trade my experience for funds for it. All right. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. We ignore it. You leave at the next station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package as soon as possible. Alright. You will need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. So, hardware shop? Needs a Yakuza card. Yo, a shovel? There's this one D&D comic where I'm I'm sure that people know of it, but I can't remember the name of it. But one of the characters is the dwarf necromancer cleric, or the dwarf grave cleric, where he fights with a shovel. And I always thought that having a multi-purpose weapon is really good, really cool. So I think it was also in well, no, I'm not going to say one of the world wars, but I know that there was some sort of military conflict where they also used shovels as backup emergency weapons. But I also remember reading about it in some sort of book and thinking, you know what, that makes a whole lot of sense. Bark bark. I suppose we just have to investigate. The museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition, unaware of the danger. The opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Iholtu is coming, and now you know the date. Girishia. Okay. That's the Japanese katakana for Greece. Cool. Neat. Okay, I'm starting to understand the video game now. You make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Investigate the mansion. 32% doom. We'll be alright. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. The sculpture is bait. The mask is what's terrifying. One mask was similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decided to take it with you, plus item. We got a funny mask? I don't like it. Plus 1 stamina or reason at the beginning of a combat encounter. I like this little touch. I like this touch of being able to see all the effects of what's happening to your character throughout the course of the game. Or throughout the course of whatever. Hear a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find a key. Click a mansion's room to explore it. Oh, okay. Discovered pillar of flame. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burned victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of the supernatural attack. Pursue the woman. Dexterity check, failure. Alright, well. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed with the crowd. They failed to stop you today, but you're sure they'll try again and again. More doom. Keep looking for a key. Alright. Just go through the list. Start at the top left. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize that something is terribly wrong. Well, this can't be healthy. What are they protecting themselves against? You take a deep breath, and the air around you feels heavy, as if it's thick with an invisible poison. You cough, and your eyes begin to water. The world around you is not as safe as you once thought. -2 to stamina. Aren't we supposed to be alone in this? Why are there women in hood and people next to me going up? Just things going up in flames? All that nonsense? It reminds me of Hand of Fate. I think. No. Hand of Fate is something different. No, Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate is the one that I was thinking of. Hand of Fate was the card game roguelike where you have to go through all these different events that are randomly generated by cards, and you navigate a map made entirely of cards, and it's a really, really cool game. I like it a lot. Hand of Fate 2 is in every single way superior to the first Hand of Fate, and if you ever decide to play Hand of Fate 2 is the one that I would recommend. It's like $30, $52 for all the DLC, which is good. There was another Leap of Fate. That was another. Oh, that was another one of the roguelike games that I like. That I was thinking of. I played as the girl who was the Yakuza queen and was in a straitjacket. That was the one that I played a lot. But there's also like a cyborg dude and then normal mage dude. And then there was a fourth character, but I can't remember them. It's been 5 years since I last played Leap of Fate. I'll probably stream that at some point. Hang on, let me write that down. Windows E, storage, documents, stream games list. There we go. Nope, Leap of Fate is not on here. Leap of Fate, Hand of Fate 2. I like those games. I like them a lot. This must be the place where the key is. Where? This place? Suddenly, a wall before you withers and falls apart, revealing a hole-ridden monstrosity. The hole-ridden thing. Right, well, we gotta find an item. Get the broken bottle in our hands. Monster, male, weak against blunt items. Okay. Once a detective investigating a missing persons case, now he's slowly turning into a monster, seeking those who have also found the cursed Jade statuette. 40% chance to hit. Oh, good lord. Do I ask my ally to attack, or do they just attack automatically? Ooh, okay. Order your allies to attack, right. This effect stacks. Okay. So there's one that takes 36 points of time to guarantee an attack. And then there's one that gives you an extra 10% chance of hitting for 10 time. So if you only need like 10 to 30% more chance to hit, then it's more worth it to take the chance to hit than it is anything else. All right, cool. Understood. You sustained a new injury. Holes. Each day, more holes appear. By standing nearby, you feel weaker. foreign thing smirks a little bit, you think. Let's try telling our allies to attack a bit. Its presence makes you weaker. We go again. Okay, he keeps attacking our reason, but with Ethotu, we should be taking 2 points of reason damage each time, right? I've defeated it. All right, moving on. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps. You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Make our way down. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. These text spots specifically remind me of Pathfinder Kingmaker, where sometimes they'll have the story sequences where you make skill checks and whatnot. I remember liking those. You tried to explore the side corridors, but it's too dark. If only you had some source of light. Alright, well, let's step closer. Unholy chants coming from the caves connecting to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had, themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Horrible history of household held, ending C. Rewards for solving this mystery. Knowledge is key, 30 experience. Thorough investigation, 15 experience. There's still hope, minus 5% doom. Tireless, plus 1 reason and stamina. Time passes, 1 day. Holes. More holes are spreading on your body. Minus 2 stamina. Survivor's guilt. An extra 2% doom. The old god stirs. The crimson moon spotted over Shiokawa keeps everyone on edge. What does it do? Sorry about my microphone again. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air. Status. No, wait, I haven't. You full level up. There we go. You've advanced to the next experience level. Choose 1 perk and 1 stat upgrade. Give me. What are these? Hot bath. Improved resting at home. Smaller doom penalty from running from combat. Plus 1 dexterity. There's always a way out from seemingly hopeless situations. I like getting the extra dexterity. I don't know what it is that stats do. I don't know how much of an impact 1 point into something matters. But I want to take the dexterity and then plus 2 reason. Yeah. Plus 6 reason. Let's go back to the home. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Mine now. Not currently investigating any mystery. Okay. Bizarre brute of the blood-curdling botanist. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She is worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Interesting thing to relate to something. Where is he, and why would he need so much fertilizer? Where did he get it? If it's a worrying amount of fertilizer that a small town person would be like, okay, maybe that's way too much fertilizer, don't you think? Actually, interesting fact about Japan. From the years around 400 AD to 1870 AD, there was no consumption of meat. Most of this was simply because it was just better to not eat meat. So they didn't have agriculture in the same way, where they wouldn't have livestock because there wasn't enough land in Japan in order to dedicate to livestock whenever it could be used for rice farms or for land for people to live on. They would use livestock animals as work animals instead, but whenever they got their proteins and such from fish, as being part of a seaside community and have, you know, oceanic living styles, they didn't need to have livestock for meats. But it wasn't particularly taboo. It was just something that always was. Yeah. Like it's a way that things were done, and that's how they were always done for a while. So like in 400 AD, something priest said, yeah, I don't feel like eating meat, but then that was mostly out of, you know, pragmatism, not out of a sort of religious adherence or to a sociological adherence. It was simply just what made sense for Japan for a while. And then in 1870 or so, they started breaking that sort of tradition of not eating meat from, say, chickens and cows and pigs and whatnot. And then I think the emperor at the time, I think it was the emperor, was part of the Meiji era of the time, because I don't remember how long it was that they had an emperor up until they decided to adopt the democratic parliamentary after World War II. But one of the emperors in around 1870 said, yeah, I eat meat now. And that was kind of whenever they started eating meat on the regular, because of sudden access to imports in the world market. Well, the access wasn't sudden, it was just, you know, there. All right, where were we? We got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful. Downtown? Mycology maniac. Investigate the school location twice to complete this quest. Well, okay, I can investigate the school twice. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek, horrified. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. -2 stamina. Man, my character hates, despises. What's my character's name? Not me rapidly looking at my character sheet to try and find basic information that I should know about myself, as my DM is tapping his forearm with his arms crossed, looking at me with disappointment, going, Yeah, you're that guy, right? And then just throw up your hands and go like, eh. All right, investigate school again. We complete quests around here. A weird bubbling sound lures you to a dark shower room. On the floor, you find a swimsuit thrown over a grotesque leathery coil. Wait, that's not a coil. Drain swimmer. She is a slippery girl. All right. Weak against fire. You got it. I have no fires. After Futaba drowned in the bathtub, her body slowly moved through the drain pipes to continue her swimming training. That's awesome. Drain swimmer chokes you. Okay. Don't want that. Wraps herself around you. I need to end this quickly. I'm getting a bad feeling, lads. There we go. A new yet unidentified species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Well, the cordyceps usually infects ants and has them climb to the top of blades of grass in order to hang off and then fucking die. I'm pretty sure it would take a lot of evolution with the cordyceps fungi to infect something more complex than a rat. Gruesome altar. Seeing the two chopped off heads, you can't help but wondering who's been preparing your food for the past week. Research my notes. Knowledge check failure. Reading the ramblings of a madman has made you sick. Alright, fair. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Oh wait. Shido-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. Uh-oh. Cordyceps? Fungicide? Okay. We know what's up. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. Okay. I guess that means we investigate downtown again? Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. Resolve this event. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address. At least, parts of it. A house somewhere in the nearby forest. Oh, baby. So we go to the village and not the forest? Alright. You stand in the middle of the field, frozen in terror. A rip in our reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. Let's enter the portal. You and the figure get closer to the portal, ready to swap places. Where are you? Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. Boreal expanse. The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. To the pyramid. Ooh, mangled hand. Attacking in combat deals 1 stamina damage to yourself. Ooh, that's -2 to strength. That's not that bad because I have dexterity based stuff. Failure of a strength check. The frozen guard corpses watch you silently as you cut yourself on the razor sharp edges of the ice. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. Forest ritual. The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of a ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Play it! Failure! You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you manage to limp away unnoticed. -2 to stamina. Oh. The dirt road you've been following suddenly ends. You have to go back. Strange markings. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. Knowledge check success. You recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town. On to the next one. Abandoned hut. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. I knew it. Kinoko gatherer. That's a mushroom. You can just call a mushroom gatherer. Nobody will think less of you. So, mangled hand. Attacking in combat. Okay. I assume that's any sort of attack that I myself do, right? I can have my allies attack for me then, yeah? Let me assess the situation. And then have my allies attack for me. Weak to sharp. Morbid fumes, a random chance of losing additional health. Infected with a rare mold, this man has turned into a fungal colony. Kinoko gatherer stabs you with a knife. Sick. My allies suck. This fungal core. His fungal spores make you cough. We are winning. Kinoko gatherer's force make you cough. It's always a coin flip. Sorry, I bought my microphone again. Ah, okay. So I was looking at the tilde that's next to the 4 damage, and that means that it's about 4 damage, but I don't know how much damage. So last time it did 2 health and damage. I haven't spells. I have something, right? Cost 4 reason? Damn. All right. Need to do that. That felt necessary. So I might be able to finish this turn. Okay, next turn then. There we are. Next time I'm going to have to run away. Forest Watcher. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. Confront them. Luck check failure. The decomposing skin and vacant stare can only mean one thing. It's a corpse someone has propped up. The idea that someone could do it so close to you and so quietly makes you shudder. Plus 2% doom. Into the clearing. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. All right, this dog may be rabid, but it's a dog. We have a dog. Sick. This game rules. This game fucking rules. Attack dog, +1 extra damage. Talk. The attack dog barks knowingly. Talk to it. Is wagging its tail? Good. Barks knowingly. Can we pet the dog? We cannot pet the dog. Unfortunate. Speaking of, where's my own dog? Hang on. I'm gonna check for my own dog. Okay, so my own dog is not in my room, and he's not directly outside of my own door. That means I have absolutely no idea where it is that he could be. Those are his two favorite places to be. But I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. Dude, I took like 2 naps last night. Oh, and by last night I mean by day, because I'm a night shift person. I spend most of my time at night. Spend most of my waking hours up at night, because I'm a third shift character. Ooh. I took I'm just feeling I'm feeling a kind of way. Holy word. Ooh. I stood up to go to the door, open it up and see what it was, or rather to see if there was a dog, and there was no dog. But on the way there, it's just like, oh man, I'm so stiff. Oh. Do the stretches. Oh. There are a couple of stretches that I saw where they look incredibly ridiculous, but they help a lot with the back of the hamstrings, like the back of your thigh area and the lower back area. And they help sometimes. Oh, all right. Back to video gaming. We have a dog. I think we win no matter what the outcome is. Water good. We're clearing out this forest area. Yasugi. Feeling like you were on the brink of losing your mind, you decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. Hey kiddo, says the priest, who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. You lend me a hand? Lift the heaviest box. Lifting the box, you feel your back cracking, but you manage to get it all over with relatively quickly. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and homemade cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety. That's a good priest, dude. Reminds me of Faith the Unholy Trinity. What a really cool game that is. I'll play it. I'll play it. I'll play it someday. Let's see. Add it to the list. Faith the Unholy Trinity. Boom. On. What? So if I tab out for long enough, whenever I tab back in, does a dude just like scream at me? All right, testing it. I'm gonna scroll through Twitter for a little bit. I did a what was it? What was it that I cooked? Oh yeah, I cooked quesadillas the other day. It was one of those HelloFresh bundles and kits stuff, right? And one of the things was, well, the meat that they had me use was a plant-based protein. Like that was it. That's what it was called. It's like on the package it just said plant-based protein. I said, okay, cool. And I liked it a lot. It was really, really good. It was a bit like ground beef, but it was exactly the same. And one of the things that they had you do was mix cream cheese with it whenever it was finishing up, so that you could have the thick liquidy stuff of it, and it was all stuck together still, and it's super good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I was thinking of something. I was thinking of going somewhere with this, other than plant-based protein stuff was good, and that it had me combine cream cheese, which, you know, another one of the greatest things about HelloFresh is the techniques that they tell you to do, and then you just learn new techniques on how to cook stuff, and it's good. So next time I make next time I make some sort of a ground meat into something, I'm definitely going to add some cream cheese to it. All right, yeah. So whenever you tab out for long enough and you tab back in, there's just a dude that yells at you. All right. Overgrown mansion. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you found the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives way and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shido-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Plants are attacking you. You must protect the injured Shido-san and lead him to safety. You will continue to lose health each turn. Okay. How much health does he have? 12? Stop, take a close look at the door. I'm confused by that series of kanji. That's Dasuhito Rikuchi, right? Dasuhito, sorry. It should just be Deruguchi or Deguchi. That means exit, right? Which would use the first and the fourth symbol, and that's just Deguchi. So whenever you're looking for an exit to someplace, you're looking for Deguchi, and you look for those two kanji together. It's the first one and the fourth one. That's Deguchi. So the kanji combination that they're using is leave placement mouth. Well, we can just lead him twice, right? Okay, so I think he loses 3 health every turn. Yeah. Doorway is still blocked. So, continue to lead him. Ooh. The top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain. Out of it bursts the fruiting body of a fungus. You got it. I think I'm dead. Because no matter what it is that I do, I think I just lose all the health that I have. Yeah? Yeah. You will die at the beginning of your next encounter. You've got it. That encounter was the final straw. Your mind has snapped, and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. You've perished. Cause of death, stamina loss. Level 2 difficulties, level skeptic, broken bottle, funny glass. Solve 1 mystery, saw 18 new events, 5 new encounters, 4 new achievements. Neat. I was doing extracurricular activity, yeah? The media has been reporting about various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection with the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Old God's rule. Casting of spells raises doom instead of its normal cost. Huh. Owner decide to cast a spell, it'll incur doom instead. Combat defensive. Towers eldritch lowers eldritch damage. Lowers eldritch enemy damage by 1. Okay. My home. Okay. Need to start an investigation. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. Okay. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm, and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they're disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. He's fucking the ooze! He's breeding the ooze! Okay. To start your investigation. You start your investigation hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. Okay. Downtown? Oh, that'll be seaside, yeah? Why does it have me going to downtown? See, just like the last time where it was there's a place in the forest, but we really wanted to go to the village. If I were a player and this were my DM, it's like, okay, there are some rumors over the fish market. It's like, okay, cool. The fish market would be at the seaside, yeah? And then I'll investigate that instead. And then I do my action, and the DM looks over at me and is like, what are you doing, dumbass? The fish market's in the fucking downtown area. Like, well, I didn't know that. It made sense that at the seaside area there would be a fish market. It's marked with your name. Examine the package. Dexterity check. Success. As soon as you pick up the package, you realize what you are holding and drop it in horror. Well, I don't know what it is. Is it supposed to be my own head in there? Although you braved the stench for hours, you gleaned nothing besides the fact that the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. Is she also in downtown? You can hear a faint sobbing sound coming from an alley nearby. There you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. You can hear the nauseating sound of tearing skin. Wait, the fisherman who fell in love with a pit of ooze and has started jerking off into it in order to breed it and get more ooze out in the ocean had a wife, and that wife was NTR'd by a bunch of black goop. Damn, what a blow to the confidence. Imagine losing your husband to a pile of literal goop. All right, we got a branch. %72% chance to hit. Not bad. And we have 2 of them. This is the time where the normal attack boost is good. Bites my hand. Oh, I'm about to get some sort of mega STD, aren't I? All right. That wasn't something that drained everything that I had from me, so it's good. It's all right. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. Well, what I see. Do I have, oh. I suppose I had funds. Do I have like 1 fund? How many fund do I have? How much legal currency do I have? Batteries are okay. I have Brozoof. My legs are okay. Do not get hacked by a door. Oh, there it is. FND down there. Okay. I now have 1 FND. Okay. Crowbar. Would you kindly find yourself a crowbar or something? in me. Oh, Athelos. Crowbar. Okay, speed 95, chance to hit 70. Speed 90, which makes it faster. Okay. Travel to mansion, investigate the mansion. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly, a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. Study. You recognize some of the symbols from a stone tablet you saw at the museum. What's the connection? Okay. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Ooh, darling. It's only slightly mutilated. You feel watched. We leave. We retreat from the room. -2 reason. Sorry, we might get the jump scare guy because I tagged out to check my email. All right, tabbing back in. I'm so glad that I did not choose to have the colors in stark black and white, nor in like some sort of incredible red, because I feel like my eyes would be so incredibly drained if this were black and white. And then red is such a harsh color that it's hard to look at. I don't know what it is. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around hoping to spot one of them. You mean one of the black gooey things? You decide to enter a small, shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading them to do so might prove difficult. Let's try talking to them. Charisma check, success. You catch the fishermen in a good mood. They tell you tales of sunken cities. Alright, -1 to my reason. Got it. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. Is he beating his fish? The ocean is hungry. How hungry? You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. He wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Charisma check, failure. Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. Well, they found their courage. Seek help. I should not have made that joke. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. In the summer of 1971, an entire class trip fell into the sea when a rock they were standing on collapsed. Their bodies were never found until now. Oh, that's sick. All right, let's give it an assess. Then we strong attack. Yeah. Can we stack the attack boosts and then have it carry over to the next turn? I don't think so, but we can try. Weak to sharp. An amalgamation of broken limbs and crushed bodies. It can only feel fear and pain. class of 1971, just like the whole classroom of dudes. All right, no, it does not seem to carry over. Darn it. We seem to be doing all right. With one of its many arms. I thought I said one of its meaty claws. About to hit it with the biggest SpongeBob reference. I still hit it. But you slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you can hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, the weird chant still in your head. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors, Ending B. Missing sailors, new events available. Knowledge key, more experience, -5 doom, +1 to reason and stamina, an extra day pass. The old god stirs. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. You know what? I haven't checked out the lighthouse. Oh, the music. I'm not a fucking cow, I swear. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Let's enter it. You need 5 keys. Oh, so we get a key after each investigation that we do. And I need 5 of these keys, or I need to do 5 of those investigations in order to get all the keys that I need in order to open up the lighthouse. Okay. But I've already opened up one of them. Okay, well. What is it doing there? Yep, like that one. Time to investigate. Alarming kind of abnormal arms, horrible history of household hell. Well, we've already discovered one of them, yeah? Well, one of the endings. Investigate. Did I get... Okay, I don't have enough experience to level up. Alright. Only 1 fund. Oh. Let's go ahead and investigate the seaside twice. Get that side quest out of the way. People point at and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantation. Gain a spell. Flesh regrowth. +3 stamina, but -2 maximum stamina. So I think my maximum stamina is 21. Okay. Alright, more seaside exploration. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? +4 doom, +2 reason. Oh? So I read some books. Okay. Chiokawa Herald. 417 hertz. And The natural concert hall. Oh, so you get an ending. Okay, I think I know what happens. So I think if you complete the subquest, then you get a different ending. Because we did this last time and we did the same subquest and we got the same rewards, which is the journal and the herald, which showed that the place was a natural acoustic sorry, which showed that the place was a natural place for acoustics and the 417 hertz. And the ending that we got last time specified that the people there were simply going mad from the sound of perfect waves and whatnot. Well, maybe not perfect waves, but they were going mad over the sound of stuff there. But last time we did not discard two different item cards, so we didn't do that subquest for the sailors, and we got the ending where they just kind of float off and there was that entire area became stigmatic. All right. Local threat level increase. You got it. One day I'll get more funds. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? We walk. Walking to your destination takes precious time, plus 1% doom. Well, it's a good thing we got doom to spare. Can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide some terrible secrets. More doom. Investigate the mansion. I want to recruit Dog again. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into a local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final gruesome work. That's just a legend, right? Check out the sewing machine. Ooh, we got jump scared. it was a very funny jump scare. It wasn't actually all that scary. It was just like, the sound was not all that much. On the sewing machine, you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. You got absorbed. Dude, that takes so much reason to cast. I think we just have to. Oh, master is coming, and we can all bask in its glory. A glitched magician. 1 doom damage. Ooh, that's interesting. 65% chance to hit. No. We always investigate, right? Enemy seems to be weak against this type of weapon. But we're swinging for the fences then. This man weak against Half-Life? I'll play Black Mesa one day. I have enough experience to level up. Neat. I can level up. I'm going to level up. Outdoorsman. +1 luck. Attuned with a natural rhythm of life. Faster offensive actions. That's pretty good. Plus perception. We're taking fast swimmer. But also I've noticed that, like, specifically for art knowledge, I know that there's an event that requires that perk or something. So not only do they have these perk options here, but they also have effects in of, you know, they also have effects in the events. Holy sweet macaroni. Why am I so incapable of thought and words? I still think that it's better to go with the +6 to your stamina or your reason whenever you level up, rather than taking a stat boost, because our current weapon, which is the crowbar, I gotta say it every time, like Atlas from Bioshock, crowbar. That's a strength weapon, but our strength is 7 rather than our dexterity, so we should be getting a dexterity weapon instead, but we might as well. Just it would be a non-thing, right? Like the difference of just 1 point doesn't feel like it particularly matters all that much, but I'm definitely feeling it whenever I'm getting lower on reason. Reason or stamina. Your friend has asked you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious, you check it out. You don't see anything at first. Then you notice it. The bloated body of Atholost is getting closer. +3 Doom. Nice. Just, you know, investigating a manor and then getting called out to the forest and going back. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Mine. It's a snack. Grabbing a book, you cut yourself on a rusty nail driven through the cover. Plus injury, plus item. What's my injury? Cut arm sinew? Deal -1 damage on all attacks. Aww. That sucks. Not enough room. Item magic sword. Alright. Walking through the forest, you spot a pair of legs sticking out of a bush. Before you can do anything, however, they twitch and move. The man-eating plant. Alright. We add up. You know, 70% chance to hit. Not bad. And we can double down on stamina. Or, I mean, strong attacks. Did I hit both of them? I think I did. Weak against fire. A Tokyo gardening company sent multiple seed packets to Shiokawa. Man-eating plant is one of their experiments. So this isn't even like an elder god thing. That's just a man-made horror that we can comprehend. I defeated it. Cool. Am I able to look at storage? Storage. So I can put things into storage at any time. But alright, I think I have to, I think I would have to go out and go to my house. Ooh, found the study. Neat. Explore some more. Ah, here we are. This is what we needed the flashlight for last time. 417 hertz. Return. Ooh. The acoustics of the underground caves make the waves in the machine tone create a ghastly melody, shaking you to the bone. As you move closer to the stone altar, you scream in terror. You're not the only one charmed by the sounds. The cursed chants, amplified by the cave system, make you dizzy. To your horror, you notice the sound has awakened something else. Oetaru? It's got health. I was not prepared. Good thing we can run. The enemy is so massive that this attack won't cause any damage. Assess? Part of a ritual. Most combat rituals are a combination of 5 bows and claps. Even if you don't get it right, you'll be given a hint. Alright. So I think I don't want to run away for this one. I feel like running away would be mostly correct. However, I do want to try a prayer first. So that's 5 clap. How about clap, 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 get pregnant. You think you attracted by the chants amplified by the cave system. Oetaru has awakened and is awaiting its sacrifice. The barrier between worlds is cracking. You think you got 2 ritual moves right. Okay, so clap, bow, clap, bow, clap. Let's try it alternating then, yeah? Alright, got 4 of the ritual moves right. So, clap, bow, bow. Ooh. As the sounds get unbearably loud, your knees suddenly collapse. Your inner ears burst, and steaming blood starts gushing from your auditory canal, nose, and mouth. You are dead even before your head hits the ground. Yo, nice. Well, that's fun. Well, I think that's, for as fun as that is, I think that's also the most I got for today. Hang on. There we go. Wait, no. That's too exciting. Estelle, round 1? Nah. Pearl Blue Soul. Can't go wrong with Pearl Blue Soul. Well, I can send you all off. To other streamer. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there. Currently, who's streaming? Who's streaming? Let's pull it up. Let's pull up the Twitch. Who's in my recommends? Is there another World of Horror streamer? Someone else playing World of Horror? And how does one navigate this site? Browse World of Horror games. There we are. Foodies. Hmm. Nah. We don't raid anyone today. Ain't no one on. Ain't no one playing. I'm just gonna be going into Beano's chat. And I'm gonna be there for the rest of the day. But thanks for coming by. Thanks for being around. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. Bye bye.